Hey guys. I am just going to wait for a couple people to hop on. Let me go share this real quick. It's funny, I can always see y'all dropping hearts before I can see you, before I can actually see your name or any comments or anything. Hey, Alicia. Hey, Gloria, I'm on a Zoom, babe. Or live. All right. So, I'm going to have a little bit of my red come out. So, just a forewarning for you. But overall, I think this is a very positive. I keep saying Zoom. It's a live, but whatever. It's a Zoom. I know these are just easier, so I can like go on, talk to y'all, and anyone can watch the replay. This is going to be quick. It's not going to be like a 17-hour long training. What's up? All right, go sit. Y'all, she just ate, and of course, as soon as I get on here, Mom, I'm hungry. No. This is going to be quick, but it is very good information, and it's just, this is stuff that I literally have to tell myself every single month. So I'm going to give you guys 4 things that you have to be doing if you're serious about promoting. Hey, Julie. The first one is map it out. Guys, you have to have your charts. You have to know where your next 5 to 10 distributors are going to go. And then obviously from there, you know where your customers are going to go, because you should be placing your distributors where you need volume for your promotions. If you're close enough to promoting where that's what you're working for. Now, if you're not promoting this month, that's fine. You still should have your charts. If you're a brand new distributor and you're like, okay, I want to make at least $1,000 a month, excuse me, you should have your Ruby chart out, and you should be talking to your enroller of how do I go Ruby? What does that mean? They'll probably send you a video. There's videos for everything. We always laugh. It used to be, oh, there's an app for that. No, there's a video for that. Like that, your question has already been answered. Let me send you a video. And speaking of, we do have a video. I'm going to link it up in the description as soon as I'm done here. I'm going to literally write it right now so don't forget of exactly how to map out your chart. So I'll link that above. You can watch it and then get with your enroller if you still have questions, and they'll help you. But the main things you need to know is, where are my next distributors going? How many distributors do I need for my promotion? And how many customers? How much volume? Like, how far am I away from whatever my goal is? And maybe your goal this month is not to rank up, and that's okay. Guys, I'm very vocal about chasing your bank and not your rank. Okay, you don't have to rank up to make a bunch of money in this company. But you do have to be diligent and know why you're promoting, or why you're enrolling, who you're enrolling, where you're putting people. So, the other thing with that is you need to know, what are your daily to-dos? What are you going to do every single day? I need it all. Yes. What are you going to do every single day to get to your promotion or your goal or your rank? And again, there's a video for that. I'm going to link 2 of them up there. The first one is going to be for newbies. It's just a 10 things to do every single day. And there's a video that explains it. The second one is for people who've been in a little bit longer. We work on a 4-block system, guys. 4 blocks, do them every single day. And you can do each block. I'm trying to think. Block 1 usually takes me about 30 minutes. I do have a lot of people that I follow up with. If you have a big team, it may take you another 30 minutes to follow up with them. As a new person, you don't have a team. So it takes you 30 minutes to do block 1. Block 2 takes me 2 hours because it's journaling. When you're brand new, I suggest starting with 5 minutes. So there's 5 minutes. You're up to 35 minutes now. Block 3, if you're just doing the 5-5-5, maximum takes you 30 minutes. There's an hour and 5 minutes working your business so far. For me, I'll be honest, block 3 usually takes me about 90 minutes because I try to message 100 people a day. Most of them are from host to post, so most of them are from ads, but there's still conversations that I'm having, so it still takes time. And block 4 is like interacting and that kind of stuff. Now, that is the block that if I don't have time to finish, that's the one that gets cut off. But block 4 typically takes me about 30 minutes. So all in all, you can sit down, you can get up to Ruby as a new distributor in less than 2 hours a day. And if you really get diligent with your time and you just sit down and do the tasks and don't let anything sidetrack you, you can do it in an hour a day. 2 hours is stretching it of like you're learning the ropes or you're watching TV while you're doing it so your mind's not all in there. So if you really only have an hour a day, go work an hour a day. And guys, if you're like, I don't have an hour a day, don't work an hour a day. Do block 1 today, block 2 tomorrow, block 3 the next day, block 4. Now, you're not going to make $2,000 a month doing it that way. Right off the bat, anyways. I will tell you, I started when I was working a full-time job. I was a new mom, working a full-time job, and my husband and I ran a ministry together. I didn't have time for this. So I did not put a lot of time into it. I did not promote super quickly either. That's okay. Like, no one says you have to get to Ambassador Diamond tomorrow. You just need to know what your goals are. Do you want shopping money? You don't need to work this 7 hours a day. Do you want to get to $100,000 a month? You need to work as much as you can. Put it that way. So first off, all y'all that are on here, what is your end goal with this? I'm talking end goal. Do you want $100,000 a month? Do you want $10,000 a month? Do you want $5,000? Do you want $500? There's not a right or wrong answer. Drop in the comments, what is your goal with this? And then if you're working full time, just know it might take you longer to get there, and that's okay. If you're someone like me who I replaced my income, I'm now doing this full time, but I'm not because I'm homeschooling my daughter. So that is my full-time job. So I still have a full-time job, I just don't get paid for it. So all that to say, map it out. What do you want? Be clear with it, and then be diligent with it. Guys, if you say that you want to get to Emerald or Diamond by the end of this month, or Triple or Presidential or wherever you're going, but you're spending more time watching Netflix than you are working your business, you don't really want to get there that bad. And that's okay. You don't have to get there quick. But don't come at the end of the month complaining because you didn't hit your numbers when you're the one not putting in the time. 100,000 a month, yeah, that's amazing. End goal is top rank, but first Ruby, that's good. Something they always say is if you ranked up 1 time a year, in 9 years, you would be ambassador because we have 9 ranks in the company. Now, most people, it's not an even 1 time a year. They'll rank a couple times and then they sit there for a couple years and then rank a couple times and sit there. But I don't know any ambassadors who took longer than 9 years to get there, put it that way. I will get there even if it takes me 9 years. I don't care. But when people talk about that, that means for a whole year, you're a distributor making like $100 a month. Next year, you're at Ruby, 500. Next year, you're at Emerald, about 1,000. Diamond, a couple thousand. 4 years, you're not even making a full-time income and you're working your butt off. Are you really willing to do that? Most of you aren't. Most of us aren't. I wasn't for a long time. Now I am. One, I see the money. Like, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I've had really, really high months in this company, but I've been doing it for 5 years. And I can tell you the first couple of years, I didn't see high months. So I stuck it out. So that's all I'm going to say with that. Number 1, map it out. Get your charts. Get real clear on what am I going to do? How much do I want this? And then sit down and actually do it. Number 2 is stay connected. Guys, do you know the first sign that someone's going to quit? I know you're going to quit before you quit. You stop getting on the Zooms. If I ever reach out to you, I'm like, hey, we've missed you on the Zooms. What I'm really saying is, hey, I know you're about to quit. What's wrong? That's the first sign. The first sign is you stop getting on the Zooms. Work Zooms. Guys, we have them. All the work Zoom is, you get on and you work with other people. So we don't give you tasks. You don't even have to have your camera on. Alicia's on here half the time. Her camera's off and she has earbuds in. But you know what? She's accountable and she's getting on. And then that shows her new distributors of, hey, like, I'm showing up and you're seeing me show up. I'm not just telling you to work every day. Like, I'm working every day also. Guys, this is a job. At the end of the day, this is a job. Now, again, if you're watching this and you're just in this for the friends, you like the bingo nights, you like a little bit of extra money, I'm not talking to you. Like, you're welcome to be here. You don't ever have to get on Zooms. Use the products, love the products, talk about them a little bit, hang out with us when we do bingo. When we have team events, come hang out with us. We had a beach day last summer. That was awesome. We just got together with our families, anyone who wanted to come, and we hung out at the beach. So if that's you, you're welcome here. Right now, I'm talking to the 5%ers. I'm talking to those of y'all who you want, I would say $5,000 a month or more. Because realistically, drop a 1 in the comments if you've ever had a job that paid you $5,000 a month. I can honestly say I've had a couple months at a regular job where I did make $5,000 or more, but it wasn't consistent. And I definitely worked more than 40 hours a week when I was there. So I don't work 40 hours a week doing this, okay? Most of us do not work 40 hours a week, and you can get up to $5, $10, $15, $20, $25,000 a month. And I'm going to put the income disclosure statements in the comments because I think I have to, just to be on the safe side. I know this is just our team, but we're just going to do it to be safe. So this is all, you get what you work for. Like, nothing is guaranteed for this. I think you all know that, though. So work Zooms. Show up, work with each other, have fun. But at the end of the day, you're keeping yourself accountable. Guys, I make sure I get on one work Zoom a day, Monday through Friday. If I miss a 6 o'clock a.m. one, which is 99.9% of the time because I'm usually journaling during that time, I get on the 1 p.m. The reason I get on the 1 p.m. is because there's a chance my husband's not coming home till 6:45, and I'm not going to go jump on the 7 p.m. Zoom and ditch him so I can go be on a Zoom. So be on one Zoom. And I would just, you're new, I would start out 2 to 3 Zooms a week, not a day, a week. And there's like 20 for you to pick from. Now, the only exception, if you're working 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. every single day, you can't get on the Zoom. Such is life. You know, we're not going to get mad at you for it. You're working. But we have 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. Central Time Zooms, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday. Guys, they're religious. They're always, always, always on there. Some leader is always on the Zoom. Hop on and work. If you have a question, you can ask it. If you just want to chat, you can chat. If you want to listen to music, ask. We'll put some music on for us. Most of the time, at least one of us has kids in the background. I'll raise my hand. My kid's always in the background. Saturday, I think Alicia is running them still on Saturday. If you are, drop in the comments if you don't mind, Alicia, what time they are. I think 8 a.m. Central Time. I think Ruth is running some on Sunday. I'm sure other leaders are going to start more on the weekends. I don't do them on the weekends. I don't work that much on the weekends. The point is, where there's a will, there's a way. You have a Zoom that you can get on. And then on the flip side, guys, don't be sorry that you can't get on. We need Pacific Coast times. Julie, go to Google after this Zoom and just Google 5 a.m. Central Time is what time Pacific time, and they'll tell you. That's how I do all of my time zones. I suck at time zones. But having said that, what was I just saying? Oh, when we post, hey, we're doing a Zoom right now, hop on. You don't need to get in the chat and be like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm doing this. And I'm not hating on anyone who did that, because I know one of y'all did that today and you're probably watching. But don't feel bad about not getting on the Zooms. You don't have to be on every single one. Nobody expects you to be on every Zoom, I promise. I don't get on every Zoom. Most of the time, I don't get on the 6 o'clock Zooms because they don't serve me. I'm journaling during that time. I don't want to get on and talk to people. Like, I'm getting my own mindset right. Janice is on the 6 o'clock Zoom because she's up at like 3 o'clock in the morning and she already has her mind right when she gets on the Zoom. The 1 o'clock Zoom, I'm normally on that. That's the one that Savannah and Alicia take turns running. I normally do hop on. But the 1 o'clock, that's when we're taking a break from school anyways. So it's easy for me to hop on and, work for 45 minutes. The 7 o'clock Zoom, I'm probably not going to be on a lot of those this month. We'll see going forward. Just the way our schedule is, like, that usually is, if I'm getting on the 7 o'clock Zoom, I'm having to cut dinner short and, like, I'm almost irritated by the time I get on because, again, it doesn't, when I started them, it was perfect for our schedule. Then I've kind of handed them off to a couple other leaders because they don't fit in my schedule anymore, and that's okay. They like it. Like, it's good for their schedule. It doesn't have to revolve around one person. The point is, those are just our work Zooms. If you go into the Road to VIP page, they have Zooms that they do, I think, one a day, and sometimes more, that are like training Zooms as well, not just work Zooms. So I would challenge you, if you're honestly serious about making a decent amount of money in this business, get on 1 or 2 work Zooms per week and 1 training Zoom per week live. Again, the only exception is if honestly, like, you could send me a copy of your schedule and there is no time that you could fit it in. I'm not talking that it's inconvenient. I'm saying, like, there's no time. I get it. I was there at one point where I was working during all the Zooms. But that's rare. And we also only had a few Zooms a week. Like, ask Savannah and Janice. They've been on since the beginning. We didn't used to do work Zooms like this. We do them. Get on them. So, map it out. Stay connected. And part of mapping it out, get a product and start using it, guys. Like, I'll never tell you guys that if you don't run your ADBV auto ship, I'm not going to train you. I don't believe in that at all. But I will tell you, you're not going to make much money in this business if you don't use a product. Guys, I'm drinking the dang greens right now. I had coffee this morning. Like, I use them because I like them. I use them because they work. They're so fun. Yeah, they are fun. Like, we get on and we just laugh and we're done with each other. But get a product and then show people every single day that you're using it. If you go in my stories at least 5 days a week, I make my coffee on my stories. And I show people, 1, how easy it is, and I talk about it. Like, I lost another 2 pounds this morning with the Skinny Brew. I sure did post about it in my stories. And I made a cute little video and put it up there. 15 seconds. Not hard. Number 3 is stop comparing yourself to other people. Savannah actually brought this point up. This wasn't something I'd planned on talking about. I'd asked a couple different leaders, like, hey, what are some things? Most of them give me back answers I already had written down, which was perfect. But she said, stop comparing yourself to other people. And that's so true. Guys, I've had to stop checking in on certain leaders because instead of inspiring me, I'm like, I've been in the business for 5 years and I'm a diamond. You've been in for 18 months and you're freaking triple. Like, what am I doing wrong? I'm not doing anything wrong. God is still working on teaching me something. And guys, go watch the video I posted yesterday in here. It talks about, is it God's timing or is it your lack of work ethic? Because I promise you, it's not always God's timing that you can blame things on. And I'm preaching to myself here too. A lot of months, it was me that didn't promote it. It wasn't because it was God's timing. The only one you should compare yourself to is to you. If you've been in the business longer than a year, go to your eSuite, click on reports, additional reports, volume total by distributor, which is in the left-hand corner, and change the month to February 2021. Write down what your volumes were last month. Then change the month to February 2020. Is that right? Yeah. February 2020. And write down what were your volumes February 2020. That is what you should be comparing yourself to. How many enrollments did you get in February? Okay, how many did you get in January? How many did you get in December? Are they increasing? Are they staying the same or are they going down? How many days did you get your messaging goal? Last month, January, December. Guys, if September, you only had 5 days where you hit your messaging goal. October, you still only had 5 days. November, you still only had 5 days. That tells me your work ethic is not increasing. Or your time management, one of them is doing wrong. Holy moly, that would be insane to check. I check every single month. Because it keeps me motivated and it keeps me fired up to see where I was last year. And I'm always leaps and bounds ahead of where I was last year. Like, it's amazing to see. And then, so number 1, map it out. Number 2, stay connected. Number 3, stop comparing to other people, but start comparing to yourself because it'll motivate you. Or it'll give you a kick in the butt of like, oh, I'm crying because I'm not promoting, but I'm also not doing any more than I was 4 years ago. And number 4 is schedule. Guys, again, I will link the mock scheduling video. You should have a schedule for the week. Again, no one has ever come to me and told me they're quitting this business because they either burned out, it was too hard, they didn't have the time, whatever, that either was not scheduling, like wasn't good with their time, or wasn't staying connected. Because when the motivation is gone, it's going to feel like a burnout because it's just not fun to you anymore. When you choose to stop showing up and you choose to stop showing up for yourself and for your family when it comes to this business, I'm not saying if you quit this business, like, you don't love your family. There are other ways to make money. There's other ways to do things. But if this is the avenue that God gave to you, and you know, without a shadow of a doubt, like, if at one point you're like, oh, God gave me this business, it doesn't change 6 months later. Like, God gave you the business, and then you thought it was going to be easy, so you went ahead and followed along what he told you to do. When it got hard, you're like, oh, it wasn't Jesus. This wasn't from God. No, it was. You aren't putting, like, you thought it would be easy. Now that, like, the rubber meets the road, you don't want to do it anymore. Which, again, is fine. This isn't for everyone. Like, I used to think it was so funny that they would say, oh, if it was for everyone, we'd all be millionaires. Y'all, if it was for everyone, we'd all be doing it, let me tell you. Or if it was easy, we'd all be millionaires. If it was easy, people wouldn't be quitting. Okay, if it was easy money, no one would ever be like, oh, it's just too hard. No, like, it's supposed to be hard. No one's ever going to pay you $50,000 a month if it's going to be easy. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, got out of my comfort zone today, Zoomed with my new DT. That's awesome. That's awesome, Savannah. And I'm going to shout Kim out. Kim did a live video today. She's been crazy, like, adding value to her page. Ruth did a live video this week, out of her comfort zone, did amazing. Alicia Zooming with her new distributors, because I creeped her stories. I could rattle off a lot of other leaders. So if I didn't rattle you off, like, not throwing no shade at you, but a lot of our team is getting out of their comfort zone, and that is when the big things happen, which I get so excited seeing y'all get out of your comfort zones, because I know that that's when my business started blowing up, is when I started getting out of my comfort zone. So anyways, you have to be intentional, and you have to you have to do all the things, okay? And I hate that phrase, but you have to do all the things if you're going to promote and not burn out or get overwhelmed. The biggest one, though, is going to be your schedule. Here's a couple things that I do, and I'm going to let y'all go. One, obviously, write out your schedule for the week. That's explained in the mock scheduling video. Go check it out. Two, the night before, I sit down and I just glance at my schedule, because I know what I'm going to do as soon as I wake up in the morning. It's not that hard. Okay, I know what I'm going to do, and it gets me excited. Number three, if I wake up late, okay, that's a big one, because if you wake up late, you can feel like you already failed everything. Like, why even try, because I already woke up late. I woke up late this morning, guys. I didn't wake up till a little bit after 7. I woke up at 5, and then I went back to bed. So I'm human, just like y'all are. I struggle in the getting up department. So don't think that because you can't get out of bed that, like, you're special. We all struggle with that. April struggles with that. So I got out of bed at 7, or I got up at 7, and then I laid on my phone and I scrolled for like an hour. By the time I was actually productive, it was almost 9 o'clock. So that means I lost 4 hours of work time. Work time, school time, like, I'm saying productivity time. So if you wake up late, when you sit down to finally be productive, look at what your schedule was supposed to be and immediately rewrite it. Get yourself on a new schedule so you don't waste the whole rest of your day. Ask yourself, is anything on this list things that I don't have to do that I can go and cross off and do next week, or fit in, the rest of the week? What on my list can I shorten? What can I just take out altogether? Sometimes you're going to have to do that. And then what are my non-negotiables that I can't take out that I have to do? Rewrite your schedule and then get to work on it. For me this morning, I shortened my journaling time in half. It's a non-negotiable. I'm not going to delete it, but I don't need to do it for 2 hours. Okay, let's just put it there. I ended up not working out this morning. That's an hour that I took out of my schedule. I did not do my hair, clearly. That's a 20-25 minute job. I was like, not necessary. I'm not going to do it. I didn't touch school because that's not something I'm going to delete. That's a non-negotiable. So that stayed in my schedule. Okay, my first priority is a wife and a mom. And then the business stuff, block 1 I shortened. I didn't check in with all my new distributors today. Block 2 I already told you. Block 3 with messages, I'll be doing that a little bit later. I haven't finished them, but I did start them. And block 4 probably will get omitted. So rewrite your schedule. And then the fourth thing that when it comes to your schedule, I had this on the tip of my tongue and now I can't think of it. Oh, when you say you're going to stop something, stop it. So if I'm scheduled to message until 5, I'm OCD, guys. I don't like stopping in the middle. If I'm scheduled to sit and be messaging all of my ads until 5, and it's 5 o'clock and I haven't finished, too bad, so sad. I'm going to get up and clean my house and make dinner because that's what's on the schedule. Because otherwise, I'll sit and make myself just finish, and then next thing I know, it's 6. You know, sometimes your conversations start going and it's just later than you thought. Then I'm mad at myself because now I'm rushing dinner. I don't have time to clean the house before my husband comes home. Then all of a sudden I'm not going to bed with him because I am trying to stay up and finish things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you trying to cheat the system and just milk more time out of your thing or whatever. I don't know. I'm trying to say something, but my brain's not working. You know what I'm saying? Like, trying to cheat the system and just, I'm just going to finish real quick. Real quick isn't real quick. And then you're behind on everything else. So if you're going to write a schedule, stick to it. The only exception is with your kids. I get it. Like, I have a daughter, and I have other kids over here more often than not. They're not scheduled to a T. Now, you can get better at it. There's lots of books I can recommend to you on scheduling your kids, and I think everybody should. But there's still going to be unexpected things. When your husband walks through the door and says, hey, like, I want to take you to dinner, you know, how soon can you be ready? I'm not going to be like, oh, babe, I got a Zoom tonight. Sorry. I'm like, okay, let's go to dinner. And I'm going to tell you guys, hey, my husband's taking me to dinner. I won't be on the Zoom tonight. Or my husband's taking me to dinner. I guess I'm not finishing block 3 today. Not a big deal. People are more important than priorities. Period. But when it comes to all the stuff you can control, stick to your schedule. Stick to what you can do. Give the rest up to God. Savannah found that out yesterday. What'd you find out yesterday, Savannah? Okay, so that is it, guys. 4 ways to hit your promotions or to hit your goals if you're not going for promotion, because not everyone is, and that's okay. Map it out, stay connected, stop comparing yourself to other people, and get on a schedule. So I'm going to let you all go. I'll link everything I said I would link in just a few minutes, and this will also be up on the YouTube channel. So if you have someone who's not in this page and you want them to watch this, or like a sideline sister that they don't want to be in here, and that's fine. They have their own team page. Send it to them. Like, you don't have to be in this page to watch the videos. They're all on my YouTube channel. So just go to Tanya Johnson. Everything's up there, and you can put my YouTube channel in your team page instead of having your people in mine. All right, bye, guys.